Let's see here. I think a lot of people. Boom. Stop it. Alright. I need to use the restroom because I did a lot of dancing there. We're going to be at flip side. Excuse me. Let me use the restroom. I'll be back. Enjoy. Test 1 2. Welcoming everybody. What do you think of the music? Wild, a little wild today. I wouldn't say wild, it's more when the Dharma, when the spaceship is here, when the inspiration ship is here, you don't want to miss it. Welcoming Jeff. When the inspiration is alive, you have to ride the wave. Sometimes the wave is more masculine. Sometimes the wave is more traditional. Sometimes the wave is more calm. But sometimes right? Sometimes the wave is groovy. Welcoming Sister Blossom, Kiara, Ren, Jeff, West. Al is here, Silent Storm, Taekwondo. Somebody gifted. Thank you, Monix, for the sub. Silver Deemer gifted 10 subs. Which is, I don't even know how much. $60 or something. Anyways, thank you for your love and support. I've been growing a lot on on TikTok, because the universe has been telling me, hey, you got to bring your energy over there, because all these people talking about Buddha and Jesus, Allah, from their heads missing love completely. A lot of people doing card readings for money and not actually helping people. Just telling them cool stuff that they go, I resonate, but they're not going to make a change. No wisdom, just knowledge, just information. No wisdom. Some people do, but really small amount. Why? It's good money. Make people feel supported, keep them at the same level, because why? The person reading them is at the same level. Guru Tanet is my page, but So if any brothers and sisters beyond Insight Timer can help follow my page, because you need 1,000 followers to live stream on TikTok, and right now I'm at like 530. So if you feel like it, I'm not supposed to be promoting stuff on Insight Timer, so ignore it. But on other platforms, there's a link already, Guru Tanet. Because why? Eventually, we will be having TikTok audience. Because right now, we're multi-streaming. But most of the views are coming from Twitch. And so thank you for being here. And welcome. Today's God has blessed me with some information from somebody messaging me about what's going on here on Insight Timer, the gossip. Many people, many spiritual brothers and sisters, we want to develop our intuition and spiritual gifts. And we really like some teachers. And some teachers demonstrate intuition and insight very well. And so we become curious about these teachers, only to find out they're charging $700 for one teaching session. But if you wanna, if you're on the next level, if you want 4 classes with this teacher, $10,000. Let me just go ahead and read you what's going on. Now, we don't know who the teacher is, but we're just telling you, look, this is the reason why many people are trying to get spiritual power, right? And the people who have developed themselves stay at one level and then charge Scientology prices. Is that what Jesus or Buddha would have done? I don't know. I mean, I believe they wouldn't have, right? I mean, or else we wouldn't remember them. But now, I got the money in the cars in the clothes, I suppose. I just wanna be, So, I got an insider. Hi, Tanet. I really enjoy all your live sessions. I was going to work with a lady on Insight Timer. She was spot on with her intuition about me. The problem is, she $200 for one session / $700 for 4 sessions, and wait for it, $10,000 for 4 sessions. I don't even know how this pricing works. For being a coach, not sure how long that was for. My question to you is, how do I develop the intuition needed for myself? $10,000. That's what you need. If you got $10,000, these gurus will show you everything. They will help you open your third eye by sitting there and staring at you. And I will send you the guru third eye opening magic now. Without you having to do jack. Not talking about Jack, okay? Not talking about Jack in here, okay? Okay, not you, Jack, not you, Jack, not you, Jack. Okay, just kidding, just kidding. Just kidding, not you, Jack. Let's continue. My question to you is, how do I develop the intuition needed for myself? I get silent, but I guess I don't trust the thoughts coming in through my head because sometimes I'm wrong. What would be your advice on this? I told her this is a good discussion question I will bring up tonight. And then she says, right on. I get it. I work on myself every day. I laughed when I saw 10,000, 10K. I've ran into 2 teachers on Insight Timer that are both 10K. This is what makes the ancestors cry. The archangels, Jesus and Buddha, they're like, what a disappointment to hear. But this is just the truth. As much as disappoint, this is just the truth. But it's sad to hear that our brothers and sisters are gatekeeping spiritual knowledge and are not willing to apprenticeship or mentor brothers and sisters and people. Even with monopoly money, I would not pay that. Hashriya on Twitch says, Cosmic, I never stop watching your streams, I just never talk. I want to tell you the last 8 months have been the best and transformative time in my life. So much growth, and I am fulfilled. I picked up the guitar again, and I am so passionate about it. And making music, being around other guitarists, having so much fun. Hey, thank you for doing the work. When you do the work, your life changes. When you want other people to do the work, you become lazy and you want to throw money at everything. John says, Jeff, brother, you got the same idea as me. I don't even know what to say. No one's surprised. The master told me to stay away from these people. The master only tell God to use you for something good, something great, something powerful. He never told me about money, because the money part, it comes when you lead with your faith and love. But money matters. But keep it separate from your spiritual work is what I've been taught. Welcoming Luis Tatiana. Us Scots are known to be tight with our money. $10 would be a stretch, never mind 10,000. All the Buddhist teaching that I've learned were free. All the American teachings that I learned, paid for. The Western message has a tithing connected to it. And all the Buddhist teaching, now some Buddhist thing you pay for, but not as much as going to a seminar. I went to the seminar with Esther Hicks, Abraham Hicks in San Antonio when I first began the spiritual journey. Most of her knowledge, Esther Hicks and all that, cost is behind a paywall. Most of it. Unless I was pirating the knowledge, because most of it was behind a paywall, because it was the Western way of spirituality. Go to seminars, the Dream Builder, the Tony Robbins, the Joel Osteen vibe, the seminar, the good vibe. But they don't want to tell you everything, because that would be competition. You don't want to tell them everything, because if they get everything at once, they don't come back to you. You don't give all when you give, because if you give all, then they end up not needing you. And so you have a paywall, it throttles that money. This is uncomfortable talk for many people, because it's just the norm to charge people $50 for Reiki 1, $100 for Reiki 2, $150 for Reiki 3, $200 for Reiki 4. And some of you are already doing that. Fine. That's the beginner. And then imagine some people, 10,000. That's no wonder why. Now I know why I'm on here. Now I know why the master told me to stay online. I'm like, man, online, they don't do the work. They just like to talk a lot, but they don't want to develop themselves. They just say they do, but they don't. They only remember you when they have trouble. And they only remember you because you give them free readings and they come to abuse you. And then getting prepared for TikTok. So I have to learn to change the way I do card reading, the way I do the Dharma. I wasn't always like this. I was, in the beginning when I first started streaming, welcoming Nani. I love what you're sharing. Blossom Violet, hey. Everything, I was more feminine. I was more loving. I was more giving. And as I began to be a peer giver, some people came to get a card reading from me every day, and I did not know how to say no. And I didn't know the consequences of giving people too many card readings for free. I didn't know how to just tell them, hey, you're asking for another damn card reading. You haven't done anything with the past guidance. You got to give them the hammer as a reward sometimes for not doing the work. Which means love your damn self. But many people don't, but they'll throw $50 to get a card reading. They'll throw $88, $88.88 to get a full moon reading. A Tantra class to connect with the divine feminine. They'll do all the surface level outside spiritual things. But filling your own cup independently. How about with just a little wheat? Voluntarily getting scammed is insane, says Hasharia. Sonali says, sometimes I feel like that, even about people doing weird yoga classes, like it's about fluff. And this is why I'm like this. But not really focusing on the body, mind, body, soul connect. Because many people know there's Western style of doing yoga, and there's Eastern style, which means your whole life is a practice. And the Western world only practice yoga in the yoga studio unless you're more mature. But when you're more mature, you end up realizing you don't need to go to the yoga studio. You need to connect with God and Buddha and the ancestors and your heart. open you, right? Heal yourself, focus on you. I'm here to speak the unpopular thing for the people who are open-minded and who are the real ones not manipulating people. And I'm looking for my tribe online. Very hard. It takes time to find your people, your community, because a lot of people are just looking to make money from your misery, from your loneliness. $20 card reading, please. You want a reading about your ex? $20, $30. Full moon reading, that's $100. Full moon ceremony, that's $150. Cacao ceremony, that's $80. Discount because I know you. Normally it's $100, but for you, I'll do $70. It's fine. You don't want to come? Okay, fine. $50 is fine. But okay, it's love offering. It's love offering. Just whatever you got. This is my people. I come from these people. I experience what many people are experiencing, but many people aren't standing up for the truth and doing the pure work and the unconditional love. And they just copy. We just copy. I almost copy, but you know what's my blessing? He showed me how to keep it real. Because I just ask God, everything that you have told me, I meditate for hours. I've done everything and everything feels right, but I'm aware that there's something there's something more and I can't figure it out. I think I need a teacher. And I found the best one. Can't believe it. Turn off the bald filter. I keep it real because the master keeps it real. I give you the best because the master showed me be the excellent. And even when the master is not around, the real master is in your heart. But when you have a teacher who's about that life, if you're around the master and you're not present, you're getting the hammer. And that hammer can come in any way. Physical, energy, verbal, mental. And if you're not present, that hammer could hit you. 2 weeks ago, the master full arm swing in my... And I'm like, I have a body, I'm not the body. And I'm like... The moment you go, hey, stop it, right? Because when you love the master, you get it. He's just trying to remind, oh, you still practicing? But some people, oh my God, the master? Is it bad to charge if you have some? No, it's not bad to charge. It's just conditional. The vibration of conditional love is unmatched to unconditional love. That's it. But here's the thing. Unconditional love is unlimited energy. Conditional love is limited energy. Which practice do you think is more popular in this human sphere of life? Conditional love, love offering, exchange, or unconditional love where you just give from your heart and somehow the universe and God sends you back something even better than you expect. In the beginning, I was looking for a teacher through authors. Oh, Michael Beckwith. Thich Nhat Hanh. Ooh. Abraham Hicks. Ooh. Alan Watts. Ooh. Eckhart Tolle. Dalai Lama. But imagine when you surrender, you get the best. Because there are idols in the world, and there's your lama, like your intimate teacher who won't abuse you. Because some people, they go to Nityananda, Swamiji, 10,000 to go to a retreat in India. He will open your third eye. $10,000, the lady will teach you intuition. Don't talk about that. I used to be. When you help people, people tell you about what cult they have been part of. 3,000 to be certified sound healer. 5,000 certified sound healer to go to Bali, Costa Rica. Oh, there's a retreat in Bali. The master told me, stay away from all this. Let's see here, I missed some stuff. Making worldly gain off the ignorance and misery of others is evil, but they don't know. So they don't know better. But some of them, the people that do know better and still do the wrong thing, it's up to you. You have to have balance. Some people, they do spiritual work for free as marketing. Right? We do free spiritual work, but it's marketing for money. It's still conditional. At least they're doing some free work, but it leads back to ego, my money, my livelihood, which is, again, so human of us. But when do we keep things pure? And this talk is not for the immature. It's not for the beginner. It's not for people who cannot even see that there's a way to help and serve God unconditionally, and God and the universe will support you. But many people are scared to take the leap of faith, so instead they don't. Everything leads back to what? If I donate money, I better get a tax write-off. I'm giving a lot of money and no tax write-off. Why would I give? Everything becomes strings attached. But when you give with no strings attached, the angel's like, this offering is no strings attached. This is a rare gift nowadays. Everybody want tithing so they can get taxes off. So the giving is conditional. And it makes sense, right? You get a tax write-off. Right? When do you give from your heart? When it's convenient? Let's read Jeff's story here. I know Jeff says, Tanette, I took my last reading to heart. You said, understand yourself. To that effect. Long story short, I put together my people-pleasing personality was due to my mom confiding in me about my parents' divorce. Not sure what that means. When I was little, a little kid, me took that as I have to protect my mom's feelings. Which translated into pleasing others in order to be loved. Oh, you're not alone in that story right there. Otherwise, I'm not worthy to be loved. I have the little kid inside of me. I gave the little kid inside of me a hug and said, it's okay, buddy. Grown-ups, you has your back. Yeah. Grown-up, hey. You created a system, an affirmation that works for you. Grown up, you has your back. For me, the way I did it was I smiled to my sad self in the past, and that sad self smiles back. Everybody has a different process. Some people are more verbal. For me, it's more energetic. It's more that style. But everyone has a different style. Some people it's more energetic based. You send energy. Some people use angels. You're surrounded by angels. Whatever you use, find what works for you. Love your damn self. Thank you. Shout out to Brother Jeff for doing the work. And because you did the work, you deepen your self-connection. Because Jeff gave me $50. No, Jeff gave me $10,000. That's why I help him. You know, I gotta get him when it's time, you know. Just 20. Jeff says, thank you, everyone. I appreciate everyone sharing their stories. And this is what we call a Sangha, brothers and sisters. This is the real thing. We're healing and ain't nobody trying to charge Jeff money. Because here's the thing. As you heal, Brother Jeff, your chakra is opening naturally. And imagine if you can do what you're doing right now, if you just continue to face how you feel and let go of what doesn't serve you, you become open to what does serve you naturally. I wish it was my wisdom. It's not my wisdom. It's the Buddha's. It's Jesus. It's God's. It's the archangels. And we all have that connection. But sometimes we forgot. And we just got to remind each other lovingly, humbly, and with 10,000. From the heart, from the heart, from the heart, from the heart, from the heart. Louis says, okay. Brother Peter says, I like money, but I make very little. Well, there's nothing wrong with making a lot of money as long as you not become addicted to money. But when you do spiritual work with strings attached, that's called conditional love. Again, it's fine that you practice conditional love because it's a human thing. It makes sense. Yeah, just $20. But imagine if you didn't. The treasure that you would get from God, Buddha nature, and all, your chakras open. Why? Because you're giving your all. And it's hard to teach this lesson because in the spiritual realm of things, it's normal to put a price on healing, but you limit it. Here we go. Let's read. Sister Louise says, and thank you for all the love and support to Brother Jeff. This is a good celebration. And I'm telling you, as we do this work, I'm going to be here till I die. Okay? Let's just be honest. I'm going to be doing this work, this helping people and stuff, till I die. Because you know why? Why would I stop if it's dope? You know what I'm saying? I live for this. And imagine if we all have that courage to serve that fiercely. I got sunshine. Louise says, I appreciate you talking about this. Such a challenge because the wellness space feels full of fakes and we can sense it. You know? Also, when teachers say suggested donation is $22, come on, this is a free app. You're gonna say suggested donate. I have suggested donation is $22 for 30-minute sound bath to 100. Somebody says that? A free app for people, and you're gonna say suggested donate. Anyways, It's fine. That's why we're here talking about this hard truth that many people won't talk about. Why? Business as usual. Welcome to the Western style of doing business as usual. And I'm glad I'm here to promote the peer work, because why? The master showed me. That's why when I'm coming on here, I have a great role model. Now, I'm extremely far away from where the master is at, okay? But I just do what I can. So you just gotta do what you can, brothers and sisters. You don't have to be like super, you don't have to be like the headmaster. Love your damn self. Robert says, Tim Han has been sending me emails and texts all week to persuade me to sign up for his $900 course, which was supposed to close now last week. It's like people who do charitable work for a tax write-off do it for a soulful purpose alone. He's just having fun. He's being a troll. When people, the thing is, it's fine. Many spiritual practitioners don't know better, because why? They gotta pay the bills, right? We had the mindfulness teacher paying the bills, but living in misery inside, body deteriorating. When you do the right thing and do unconditional love, you heal yourself. Because secretly, people are talking about this. Tim, did you hear about Tim Han $900 class? He's trying to text and email. That becomes your brand. And the universe sees. And these people pray. Right? These people prey on vulnerable people. And there's a ton of vulnerable people who may look up to this figure who seems like a leader. And people market themselves very well now. And so the people who have been hurt, they do the same to other people. Well, I mean, if Tim can charge 900, I'm just doing 200. If Tanet's charging 200 for teaching the crystal bowl, how much can I charge? Okay, who can I get to join my class? Okay, I know this space. They want to support me. How many bucks? $30 a head or $50? Okay, I can market on Instagram and Eventbrite. Oh yeah, Eventbrite. That's very popular. A lot of spiritual people on there. I see some people charging $50 to $100. What's gonna make it worth that much? Okay, front row, maybe it's charge more money, right? Because, we gotta pay the bills. That's called the devil got in the back door and poisoned you. You have to watch the back door. As we're speaking right now, the person that's charging, as we're speaking right now, some of these teachers are in here right now. But we make really good reason because what? We got to pay the bills. We have children to feed. And so our children end up just like us. Follow the money and use spirituality as a vehicle. And our children becomes what? Fanatics. They start worshiping crystals and doing all the external things. Right? We light the candle, we drip the candle, we do ceremonies, but it's all external, but we're not willing to face our pain. And then we pass that lineage and we charge money. Because that's what the people before us did. I saw some beautiful testimonial. Zalmara says, I just joined your live, so I'm not privy to the entire conversation. Oh, we're doing the work here. But what I have finally come to understand is that if you want to do a course to gain the insight and you think the price is fair, you and Raul, but if you're doing it for the sole purpose to have a label or call yourself accredited, then you're seeking something outside of yourself. Healing is free and universal rewards you for it. It's fine to receive, but when you do something, if you do it with all your heart, your channels open. When your channel open, you get to see your BS detector goes up. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, stay away from that beep. Because when you open your chakra and you stay pure and you do the right thing, the archangel, they lend you some tools. The archangel prevents the weather from raining on your event. And when your event is done, it rains. The angels protect people who have bad intention to stay at bay, to not act all crazy. But the moment you do, but if you're not a peer practitioner, it will hailstorm on your event. It will storm on your event. Things will not work. Disharmony will happen. Why? You think it's just accident? But some people will not see it. Why? They don't. That's just their blessing. Ignorance. Sue said something. Let's see here. Sue says, I'm really struggling with guilt, not going to church. Is that the question? You know what the master teaches? Your body is the church. Your body is the temple. You don't have to go to the physical out there, but you go within to your church. When you connect to the inner church, you will find your external community. Because it takes time to find people who are in your same frequency, who harmonize with you. But you need to learn to harmonize with yourself first. If you have guilt with not going to church, well, who taught you to feel guilt by not going to church? If you don't go to church, you go to hell. Who taught you that? Okay? So you have to see, yeah, we're in church right now, but closed-minded people will see this as a threat. How dare you? Christ is the only way. No, 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 no. Lord Buddha is the only way. No, no, no. Allah is the only way. No, Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior. If you don't choose Jesus, you go to hell. Who taught you that? Closed-minded people who don't know better. Even Jesus says the way is not in the sky. The kingdom of God is within. The kingdom of God is not in some building. Happiness is not the destination. Happiness is the journey. All the mystics say the same thing. But how do they manipulate us? You gotta pay for the establishment. If people stop going, who's gonna pay the light bill? Joel Osteen Church is very big. If you don't go, then what's gonna happen? So they need you, and out of guilt, right? This is why I love being on here with you. I don't make you be here. But it gets intense in here because we talk about some real stuff. We're talking about the truth that may be painful. But this is why, again, I'm extremely grateful because we're so spoiled in here. Y'all don't know how good we have it on Insight Timer, online, where we can gather and it's open-minded peer people. Okay? Because in the real world, it's hard to find this many open-minded people with deep discussions, and a lot of people just get irritated. Just shut up and play the flutes, Tanet. Just shut up and play the flutes. I don't like this. And so we got it so good in here. We have, I'm aware. This is why, because here's the thing. When you have it so good, share it, people. Because imagine in my life, I'm away from all this BS. I don't get manipulated by people because why? The master taught me very well. And I'm here to share with you what I have found and experienced. Now, there are some great churches. There are some great Christian people. There are some amazing pastors and some amazing churches. We're not here to say it's all bad. There are some amazing places that when you go, you just feel at home. Okay, so we want to say those places exist. And then there's places. Your son is gay? I can't be with you. Imagine this, I've been posting content online and a lot of people will look down on me. Because why? I combine Buddha, Jesus, God, Allah, all these things, all is one. It's a threat to religious people who are not open. Because what did Jesus teach us? Love your neighbor. Right? Treat others the way you want to be treated, but yet they go and treat people like crap. And if you don't believe my way, it's no wonder why the world's a mess, because we're not even following the teachings of Jesus or Buddha. We're following what we think we need to. But we're not doing it from the heart. And so, brothers and sisters, I will enter the TikTok sphere this year. I'm halfway there already. And it's not, it's going to be a lot of closed-minded people that we're going to help open. Because even on here, whenever we're speaking like this, man, but the real ones are here. Because whenever I start speaking real intense, People just want to be comfortable. Just shut up, Tanet. People don't want it. Oh, yeah. Hang out with Jesus. Hey, happy Easter. I know I miss a lot of comments here. If I miss a comment, y'all let me know. So again, if you're not inspired to go to church, what are they doing that makes you not inspired to go? Why are y'all here? Like, this is you. Why are you guys here? You could be somewhere at a Bible study. Because when you do good work, people want to learn more. When there's miracle, there's healing, there's awakening, it makes people go, hey, what's going on over there? And the angel support you. The angels promote for you. God supports you. God sends you more flute. The angels from the heavens, when you sing, did you get to my energy? Oh, okay, I just want an energy cleansing. I don't know what to really type here. This is an energy clearing for 1 liter, okay? Everyone enjoy. Hanago. Do you need more? Do you need more clearing than that? The master touched this flute. That's a rare. I never asked the master for anything, but he knows, I respect it. We're going at it today with the Dharma. Let's see, if I miss any comments, let me know here. Lisa Ann says, people I know from that time, or should I say used to know, are convinced I'm going to hell. It's fine. I mean, people can think what they want, but the truth is, you're in love and light. As long as you do the work to let go of doubt, fears, and worries. Louise says, do you know what else is scary about God-fearing people? They think all it takes is an apology to right their wrongs, and poof. The concept of God-fearing men and women, it's about just doing the right thing because you don't want to disappoint your ancestors, God, and Jesus, and all you believe. It's more about focus, accountability, and integrity. But instead, it just becomes more about God will know and I will go to hell. It becomes actually about fearing. You should be scared of hell. You should be scared of the devil. So that's the message that many people get, but it's more about do the right thing. Make God proud. That's what it's about. God-fearing men and women is about make your ancestor proud. Make yourself proud. Make Jesus proud. Make Buddha proud. Make whatever you believe, make them proud. And if you believe, make yourself proud. And if you just keep focus at that, I can see that's a God-fearing. At first, I'm like, why would you fear God? Ew. But as I became a more open-minded practitioner towards the map of Christianity, because religion is a map that leads to the same thing, Christ consciousness, nirvana, enlightenment, I start to understand Christianity is just a different system that can work. But before I was just like, God-fearing man, ew. God-fearing woman, ew, you're gonna go to hell. But if you see hell not as some place that you go to, but as a state of mind where if you're constantly thinking about negative things and worrying and complaining, that is hell. You don't have to wait to go there later. You're in hell now. If you treat people terribly, your life is terrible. You're already in hell. You don't have to wait to go. But some people may be going to. Double. That's a joke, by the way. But talking like this in a space where there's a lot of closed-minded people who are religious, is called TikTok. It's called the real world. Out there, thank you for the recent follow, by the way. Out there, being spiritual is a threat to some religion. Because they want Jesus to be the only way. But many good-hearted Christians realize, why would God want this one path to be the only way? The good-hearted people who are religious start to contemplate, like, how can this almighty God, why would it create Buddhism? Why would God create agnostic people? Why would God create people who are non-Christian or non-Buddhist or something different from them? Are we supposed to just convert everyone to Buddhism, to Christianity, to Islam? Or maybe everyone is just made whole in what they choose. What works for them. For some people, Buddhism doesn't work. Islam works. For some people, Islam doesn't work. Being agnostic works. For some people, they just need to be an artist. Art is their God. Music is some people's God. Look at Jimi Hendrix. The Beatles. Are they gonna go to hell because they like Jimi Hendrix more than Jesus? And what do you think the Muslim people will say? Well, if you choose Jesus, you're going the wrong way. Muhammad. Right? And so who's right? Well, when both sides thinks they're right, what happens? War. Is that what God wants? War. Oh yeah, God wants us to kill each other. That doesn't sound like God to me. And this is why politics gets involved. Ego gets involved. My side, my country, your country. And it's kind of sad that nowadays, choosing peace is controversial. Choosing not to fight is controversial. What? I had to learn this the hard way because I was doing a sound bath on Sunday with my brother and sister. And during the peaceful part, somebody left. World peace. We stand for world peace and harmony. And somebody left whenever I mentioned world peace. And I was like, do I have to go look at what? I had to go study why this person left. And I found, politics. When you make love political, it's called conditional love. When my side is in pain, your side must be in pain too. You hurt my people, I hurt your people. An eye for an eye. Whatever. I don't even know that. Right? If one side does the wrong thing and the other responds with doing the wrong thing, when does somebody do the right thing and stand up for peace and love? One Dieter says, an eye for an eye leaves everyone blind. Brothers and sisters, what if I told you that from right where we're at, Insight Timer, YouTube, Twitch, we can actually change the consciousness of humanity through the positive and heart-opening experience we're doing on here? Because one person can influence 10 person or 100 or 1,000. And those 1,000 people, when they're inspired with love and joy, will go and influence 10, 100, or 1,000 more. But it just starts with one, you. That's what makes me. I don't need to think about how can I help million. Just the people here right now, when we're truly inspired to serve and do the right thing and be peaceful and loving, we're already changing the world. Because guess what? We got people from all around the world here right now, right? I mean, this is a good time to check in. Where are y'all from, right? If you see me out there, treat me well because you're walking amongst the God. Right? I currently live in Texas, Houston, Texas. Right? So Brother Jeff is in Colorado. So when you're walking with loving, humble energy, in Colorado, we have a light worker. In Wisconsin, Sister Lisa Ann is radiating the lighthouse of love. Brother Peter on YouTube is from Canada, radiating the light. Right? We have a lighthouse in London with Brother Dieter. We got Kiara in Ireland, Nikki in recent Pennsylvania, but from New Jersey. We got Robert from Wales. Colorado Springs, I've actually been there. Louise from New York. We got a lighthouse all over the world. Right? We got Muso, Patty from Ireland, Dublin. Right? We got a couple people from Ireland. We got John from Scotland. Sanali is also from Houston. See, we got we are all lighthouses, but some of us illuminate light bright, and some of us are learning to illuminate bright. But just keep doing your part, and the more we surrender and trust each other in the Sangha, we can only go up. But we have to take doing the work seriously. Take your self-development seriously, and take opening your chakras and meditation and doing the right thing, integrity, and knowing your brand, which is love and light and kind, but also have boundaries and strength and courage. We got TXT5 from Germany, Satan King from Arizona, Heidik the one from Arkansas, Matthew from Indiana, Suzanne from Las Vegas. And again, and there's many other brothers and sisters who are not here. And we're only growing. The more love, the more authenticity, the more knowledge. That's not where we don't need to charge people an arm and a leg or a pinky or a toe. Just help people, teach each other, but take it seriously. We're not here to just hang out and be cute, right? Yes, we have the time for music, but that's why I tell you, look, we can hang out and music is dope. Why is the music dope? Because it's coming from the source. Right? We're doing it from the heart. That's why we're having these deep conversations that are harmonizing. We're more vulnerable and we feel connected. Why? Because we can feel people's heart. We're connected through our heart right now. And as we do the music together, our chakras open together. But the immature people, if they're not there, the thing is some people just don't know. This may be annoying. Why is this bald guy talking so loud? Man. For some people, it's not time. It takes, right? It took time for some people. Some people just are irritated by the style that God is using me to speak. Some people just are irritated by the painful truth of like, hey, charge money. Oh no, I'm the one that's charging 10K. How did they know? Oh, I'm doing these events for $50 per head. Oh God, but I got bills to pay. So when your views are conflicting, you don't want to hear it, you go somewhere else. But for those of you who are here, thank you. It's not easy to get to this point because the truth is painful, but it sets us free. Imagine how many painful truths I had to face to speak like this and to be wild, to just freedom. You're getting the best everything. Think about it. The best microphone, crisp and clear. Okay? You get a smoke machine. You get a Nikon Z6. This is sharp 1.8 lens. Oh, you got blue lighting. You got lantern here. You got lanterns here. You got Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Jesus, Buddha, decks of cards. You got right. You're getting so much. You're getting focus. Thank you, Sister Blossom. Welcome, Miss Layman. Because when you do the pure work, God bless you. Okay? Welcoming Mr. Punch, nice to see you. Tomb is from Finland. See, we got people leaving. Kathy says, Tanet, you're hilarious. How long did it take you to learn each of the instruments? That's the part people don't. Some instruments take longer and some are shorter. But the easiest instruments to play are the hardest one to master. Like the singing bowl. It's easy to play, but hard to master. Because you have to learn how to use. Because all you got is that. But how do you create variety? The simplest one, the easiest one is the hardest one to master. Because we're not really super paying attention, we're just whacking it. But if you pay attention to the reverberation, the different mallet style, how fast you polish the bowl, how slow controls the lower frequency, fast, polish it. But that's That's for apprenticeship. That's why I only teach 2 people, Emily and Sean. Tanek, can you teach me sound healing? If you show up on Sundays, do they show up? No. But they'll pay for sound healing certification and do the same thing every time. You doing the same crap every time you get on the crystal ball? Where's they do the same. Some people get on the bowls and do the same thing over and over and over. And that's what they pay for. Oh, I can make money. $50 per head. I'm pissing a lot of people off today. Tatiana says, Tanet, you are a blessing to all of us. I mean, I have been blessed, and I don't want to just. The goal is when you've been blessed, share it with people. When your life is fulfilled and happy and joyful, share it with people. Some people have been blessed, and all they think about is themselves and their family only. But they don't think about helping other people other than my people. Oh, they're not Buddhist people. Oh, they're not spiritual people. So, right, we can support more than just our people. Some people are meant to support Latinos. The master is a Buddhist master, but his following is who? Latinos. So he always has a translator. Why? Because most of his following is Latinos who don't even speak English. That's called a real one. And then there's routine one where they talk about the same thing. Boring crap. Okay, I wouldn't say it's crap. It's just like nobody's inspired by this teaching. Everybody already knows. You can read this. You can read about this in the Bible. You can read about this in the sutra. It's quite boring. I'm falling asleep. When people are falling asleep and not interested in what you're speaking about, why would they be more interested in God? Big brother. Right? That's why the master always talks in a dynamic way, because if you're not paying attention through what he's saying, he knows that he's not connecting with you. But when you're talking and people are inspired, people want to open, people are excited, it makes people want to serve. It makes people want to do a little bit more. And people need it, because you know why? People love comfort. They love to go to Mexico, to hang out, just escape the world. Let me just go to Thailand real quick, escape my life, only to come back. Oh, my life still sucks. Let me go escape to Burning Man. Oh, my life, I come back, still sucks. Oh, God. Growing up, I went to the Thai temple all the time. But guess what? When the monk speaks, some people are snoring. I grew up with really boring Dharma talks that everyone just like, okay. It's like everyone knows the monk has to do a Dharma talk. And some people who are very devoted, but the people who aren't that devoted, usually the husbands, many women were more from what I saw, okay? Many women were more interested. So a lot of men would just doze off while right? And some monks too, they just sitting there meditating. Even the monks are falling asleep. How the hell are you doing? Right? But nobody can say this, because you know why? The truth is painful, but will set you free. Well, thought this was ASMR, but it is some reflection vibe. Welcoming Buwili. Yes, it's a different type of ASMR. It's more about knowledge that's maybe heart-provoking and not as thought. Initially, what we talk about in here is thought-provoking, only to realize when I'm speaking, it's not coming from here. It's from the heart. But sometimes it's painful truth that will hurt the ego. And again, I've been taboo Dharma talks with Tanet. Right? What's the name of it? Speaking the uncomfortable truth. Imagine what we're talking about here. Oh, don't tell your church members. Personally, I go, as I was raised Buddhist, but I left Buddhism for many years because I'm like, man, it didn't work for me. So I went to more American style spirituality. Abraham Hicks, Michael Beckwith, Alan Watts, and all these things. Only to realize it, at the core of what all the mystics and sages and messiahs are speaking is all the same thing. Love is within. But many people will want to make it, like, here's the thing. The Buddha did not start Buddhism. Jesus did not start Christianity. Buddha didn't bow to a statue of himself. Jesus did not pray to a cross with him on it. When I heard that knowledge for the first time, I was like, then why the heck are we doing it? Because many people are trying to capture the love of God through text, people are trying to capture this energy of love with their damn brains. But the love is already here. Like, happiness and joy is always here, but people want to capture the best moments, like, right? That's why people hire photographers on a wedding day. But they end up capturing bullcrap moments, like generic moments. The first kiss on the stage, everyone's watching, right? The bouquet toss. Well, what about after the wedding? Behind closed doors, things aren't that celebratory. But when you start to find out what love and where love comes from, when you start to find out where happiness really comes from, I had to go through the process myself, because when I was immature, I was looking for happiness more external. I was eating steaks once a week, sushi once a week, fajitas once a week, oysters once a week. Because what? To me, when I ate oysters, when I ate rare ribeye steak, when I eat the toro, sushi, salmon sashimi, oh God. But I started questioning, because I pay attention, because at that time I was meditating. When I go go-karting and I feel joy from the go-karting, is the joy inside of the go-kart? Is the joy inside of the gasoline? Okay. When I eat sushi and it's delicious, the toro fatty tuna is melting, is the happiness that I feel in the tuna? Can I feel happiness without the steak. Okay, wait. Clear. When I go to Saltgrass Steakhouse. But I'm vegetarian, by the way, now, okay? When I go to Saltgrass Steakhouse. When I eat that bread, the beer bread. When I go to Texas Roadhouse and they're giving me that butter cinnamon on that delicious bread. Is that happy? Is joy inside of that butter roll? Because most people don't ask this kind of question. Because you know what? Why would you? You just eat the damn bread, you don't think. Have you ever asked where does happiness come from? Is it in a sugar when you eat that cinnamon butter roll? Happiness is always available now. At first I'm like, and all this thing that I'm telling you right now is all I was just contemplating driving my Honda Civic Si. Is my happiness in the oysters I'm eating? If I feel happiness now and I took the oyster away, can I still feel happiness without the oysters? Wait. I love chocolate ice cream. I used to work at Cold Stone Creamery. My first job, Cold Stone Creamery. I made my own ice cream called Choczilla. I put every chocolate thing in this ice cream. When you eat it, you feel the Kit Kat. Chocolate shavings, chocolate chard. Chocolate chips. Almonds for crunch. Only to realize I could be happy right now. My spiritual journey began to deepen as I realized the happiness is always available, but I needed something to stimulate me to go, yay! Yay! Eat steak? Yay! But imagine that you can say, thank you for my life. I'm grateful to be alive. But we're not here to just sit and yay all day. We're here to, now that I realize I can be happy independent of any external things. Do something with that energy. Take loving action from that awareness. When you find joy, and that joy is independent of any circumstances, which means that you may have grown up with no father, but you can still be happy. You grew up with a toxic mother, happiness is still within. You grew up, they pick on you, they bully you, they abuse you. That's the past. Happiness is now. They dump you, they divorce you, they take advantage of you. Hey, Suleiman, stop posting the food emoji, okay? You're tricking my stomach. Hey, stop it. The food emoji making everybody hungry. Okay, we using word. He using images. No, okay. No food emojis. Just kidding. Let me drink some water. I need clear. Clear. It's still finding what you do that gives you happiness. Eventually, when you understand that happiness comes from within, you get the biggest test, which is romantic interest. We daydream, since many people daydream about finding their twin flame, their soulmate, desperately wanting attention. I just want to cuddle, hold hands. I just want somebody to fall asleep with. I just want somebody to hold hands with. Hold hands with God. Okay. Well, the thing is, when you find love within, the universe instantly tests you. Oh, love is within? Why are you lonely then? If love is within, why is you lonely? God is so rude. Why are you thinking about girls all the time? If love is within, why are you looking for romantic interest? Why you still feel lonely? I thought you love yourself. Why are you looking for love outside of you? Because nobody taught them that when you love yourself, you naturally attract your soulmate. But many people don't have the patience or the faith, so they go for it. They get involved with the people they want, only to have short-term benefits, and sometimes a baby comes out and now they're stuck. Or some people find the pretty one, but it doesn't work. Eventually what happens? They divorce, because they're not looking for the pretty one. They're looking for the love in their own heart. I found out somebody at the temple thought I was gay. Because I do all this, like, I'm extra. And I'm proud of being extra because I'm sassy, I'm feminine, it's fine. Okay? But when somebody who's physically attractive are used to guys like hollering and, being thirsty around them, when they meet somebody like me, it confuses them. Like, why isn't he checking me out? Because everyone else is already doing that, right? But because I discipline myself to not, right? Because the ego, it wants to throw game. It wants to play that game, right? Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. But sometimes we look more outside than within. And then we get lonely because we wish we could have that pretty guy or pretty girl. And so there's nothing wrong with it, but the consequence is when you become addicted to what your human eye wants, you disconnect with your spiritual eye. But that's why I'm telling you, it's not, the spiritual path is not easy because there's the many human reasons for us to just be attached to our desires. we're not talking about infants here. We're talking about grown human beings. Love your damn self is the message. But sometimes you look for more what's on the outside. But this is not an easy message for people to hear. You know why? We've been taught. It's fine. Before I realized self-love is the highest thing ever when it comes to love. Okay? Before I realized that, I thought love came from women. I lived like all my life up until I realized until I found my self-love. I just thought love came from romantic relationships because I was ignorant and immature and lack wisdom. Some may disagree. But as I became more mature, I look within. When you are fully happy with who you are, the rest happens, people. But when you don't truly completely love yourself first, you play with people's heart, your heart breaking, it becomes more physical, it becomes more external, it becomes more surface level, it becomes more superficial, it becomes more about what's on the outside, and then you start to focus more on what's on the outside because that's a trend. Let's go to the Tantra class. Alright, we're gonna do some Tantra. The divine feminine just wants to, and so we do all these immature spiritual things that you pay classes for because why? It makes money. How dare you? This is why spiritual people, I piss a lot of them off because I speak my heart and I don't charge money. They get their feelings hurt because they're the one charging for they're charging $40 for a tantra ceremony to heal their yoni or whatever, right? But they still don't love their damn selves. They're desperate for love. Shots fired. This is why I stay away from political, spiritual people. Because with politics, the ego gets involved and you block the knowledge and truth. So when I tell you we have it so good on here, we have it so good on here because we keep things pure. But of course, many people will come and try to make things political. And political meaning that it's more about happiness in your ego. What you think brings happiness, but you don't actually feel the joy. And there's a ton of people doing that. And I'm just absolutely blessed and surprised that what we got currently here right now is a bunch of mature people who understand and is open, because there's a lot of spiritual people out there still doing I embody the divine feminine and masculine, and we're going to do the Tantra class and go to this thing where we're doing all this. Only to make a buck from you. Using marketing that exploits you, but many people don't know. And so the master told me, stay away from this stuff. There are some good practitioners and healers, but guess what? They are absolutely few. Why would God tell me to start my own thing? I'm looking for humble, grounded, spiritual people who weren't in their head about some crap. And I'm like, God, I can't find. Where's all the mastery people who have excellence and aren't just trying to make money and workshops where they're just thinking about, okay, I know some stuff that I read from a book I can teach now. This is uncomfortable talk for many people. Guess what? We're still talking about it. What are your opinions on the LGBT silent watcher over here? I was thinking about this today. I grew up I have cousins and relatives who are gay and transgenders years ago. And the reason why I'm feminine today is because I come from a highly feminine culture, which is predominantly women. For some reason, all the men passed away. Like I don't know my grandfather. Okay. I have a lot of friends. One of my closest friends is lesbian. I respect lesbian, gays, transsexuals. I respect human beings. But here's the issue. When it becomes politics, it's a different thing. When the ego gets involved and uses the vehicle of this, of LGBT, when it becomes political, the love disappears. It becomes politics. But when we see things from a non-political way, everybody is human being in love. But of course, there have to be boundaries, right? We have to find a middle ground. When you're messing with the children, I don't stand with that. And that's just the truth. And the master taught me about this. Taught me to pay attention to both sides. Immature people will only look at one side. And people with wisdom are willing to see both sides. Initially, I identified as more liberal and left-leaning because I didn't know better, because I don't care about all this stuff. And then the master told me, look at the whole picture. Look at the whole system. And I realized I don't have to pick a side. Not picking a side is political also. This is why I stay away from people who are hothead political people, because they're thinking from their ungrounded emotion and not wisdom. And then you get manipulated by what? TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. But of course, when the woke culture happened, it was very confusing because we're like, I love people. I don't want to offend them. But there are boundaries, right? There's boundaries that make sense. And guess what? Not everyone's going to agree with you, but you must stand by your principles. Because it's all you got in this life. The moment you start to destroy your principles, you're effed. Because it's who you are. When you let people disrupt and break your principles of what's right and wrong, they dominate and own you, and you become a victim of some ideologue or ideology. This is why we have to be willing to see both sides. And everything on the propaganda is trying to make you pick sides. And so the spiritual people who are willing to see the Christian, Islam people, agnostic people, people who are non-spiritual, when we're willing to look at everything, we realize we all want the same thing: love, happiness, joy. But there's manipulators, oh God. If you don't know, hey, that's a good. That's a good. Right. So when I look at something, brothers and sisters, I want to see multiple sources. I want to look at what the left, what the right, what people who don't care about politics are saying, what people who are deep. I want to see it all, because you know what? The more you learn about every perception, the more you can make a better understanding. Right? Alhamdulillah. Because there's amazing people in every religion, amazing Muslim people, amazing Buddhist people, amazing Christian people, amazing agnostic. There's amazing people who've been wrongly incriminated, and there's also terrible people. There's manipulators, there's snakes, there's people who will use you with a smile. There's corruption. And so it's really tricky, brothers and sisters, but with the Sangha, that's not political. With people who are around, who are willing to speak the truth when it's difficult. But when there's money involved, I don't want to offend people with the wrong view. If I say this, they won't come get a card reading again. If I say this, some people will not like me. Oh God. It's better to be you completely than to be yes and lie to people with silence. But there are some times where it's not your place to be, it's better sometimes to play dumb, because it's not where you should speak up. Right? I don't go around as an Amazon delivery driver, try to tell everybody, love your damn self. Are you present in the moment? There's a time and place for everything. And there are some people who you would love to help love themselves, but they're just not ready. They don't want to hear to see both sides of the story. They don't even want to hear it. See both sides of the story. Don't just look at one perspective. Are you with them? Because at the end of the day, we all just want to be happy. But the moment we start to hold on to what we think is right, and it's conflicting with what they think is right. Just because you disagree with people doesn't mean you hate each other. Just because they think I'm going to hell doesn't mean I have to hate them. They might hate me. Right? They might think I have gone into Goodwill wearing some robes, and some dude walk up to me and tell me, whatever you believe in is the wrong thing, not even knowing what my beliefs are. But through patience and wisdom, you understand that all they have ever experienced is Christianity. They don't know anything about any other religion. And of course, they're just going to come from one perspective because they're not open to see. And I was the same way with Christianity. Why are these people trying to get me to be saved? I just don't get it. And so I had a negative view of Christianity for a while, until I start to see very good Christian people. And then I realized the issue is not religion. The issue is human beings. Some people just don't know better. And that's okay. But on here it's different. This is a highly protected Sangha. When we're on here and we're having these deep discussions, we feel safe. Because you know why? We're protected by the love, by joy, by because like when we're talking on it, we're coming from a place of love and understanding and non-hate, right? And so whatever we say, it's not coming from a bad intention, but it may come off that way because some people might not understand us or aren't listening, or we just disagree, and it's fine that we disagree. Amelia says, me and my partner are streaming you on YouTube on the TV, and we're talking through here on the phone, so it's a bit delayed. We're just curious because everybody has an opinion, and it's nice to know that we're welcome here by you. We're the same. Don't turn it into politics, and don't push your sexuality choice onto others. Yeah. I'm used to it. Many guys just straight up think I'm gay. And growing up, I was approached by many, gay, and still sometimes do. And sometimes it's weird because, I'm not here for dating. I'm here to love my damn self. But guess what? Sometimes that's all they know. And then I have some of my closest friends who aren't here to date me. And it's not about your, it's you are you. Whatever you do, if you're not doing crazy stuff, you can tell. Because your energy, when you have a good heart, you can tell. But when you're broken and you need healing, no wonder why you whine a lot. And it's everybody. When you're broken, you sound a certain way. Your face is a certain way. You dress a certain way. When you're somebody who needs attention, you dress a certain way. You walk a certain way. And so as you practice deep meditation, and God lends you the Dharma eye, the third eye, you start to see through all the BS. You start to see through the politics, the ego, the what they want you to believe. But sometimes God shows you something, but you still don't want to believe. And you don't have to. But if you're patient enough, 3 things cannot hide for long: the moon, the sun, and the truth. Such a poetic. 3 things cannot hide for long: the moon, the sun, and the truth. That's the Buddha's teaching. If you're patient enough, you start to see everything. But sometimes our emotions up and down. And so when I see somebody's energy not quite right, I don't think, man, this person is effed up. My ego may say, man, this person is effed up. But my heart goes, how did it end up like that? What happened to them? Who hurt them? What did they go through? That's the compassionate heart. But initially we see somebody screaming or somebody doing the wrong thing. And so it makes me want to learn more about people, because I want to learn, why does somebody become a professional manipulator? And so there are some manipulators who are so good, but when you work for God, you see through it. But in the beginning, you don't, because those people are beautiful and they're handsome. They're speaking in a beautiful tone. Hey, baby. Hey, Coach Ree. Can you teach me how to open that chakra? Right? I can show you the Dharma tonight. I'm the Master's #1 student. He showed me everything. My guru. I read all Buddha's text and the Bhagavad Gita. As you do yoga, I can play the Indian flute under the moonlight. I light candle for you. Only $20. I'm being extra, okay? I'm being extra to teach something. That's all. It makes it more interesting. This is what it takes to make spiritual. Because here's the thing. When I first started doing all this spiritual stuff, I don't know what the heck is about. I just follow what I thought was spiritual by using Google. Oh, I should buy some organite pendant. Oh, I should buy some organite pyramids. I should buy some Buddhas because that's what spiritual people do. How about some singing bowls? That's what spiritual people do. You should do spiritual stand-up. I'm doing spiritual stand-up for you. But the underlying truth is because if I say it in any other way, it would be very serious. So bringing that comedic energy, it allows us to absorb it in a way like we understand. It's quite serious, but who wants that boring stuff? I don't want it. I'm trying to have some sexy Dharma. Hey, baby. Brother Ryan says, is not what's wrong with them, but what happened to them. Yeah, absolutely. So we are on maybe the last hour of the Dharma talk on Insight Timer. So I'm going to restart the YouTube because when I edited, I had to break it down in 2 hours. So we've streamed for 4 hours already. But God told me, why don't you stream for 7 hours? And I'm like, 7 hours? Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 7 hours. Tuesday, Thursday, 7 hours. If that's what God says, God's plan, okay, I'll see you soon right now. So now, okay, let me read the final comments on it. I know if I miss any comments, just repost it, okay? I'm about to end. Sonali says, Tanet, the first live I went to of yours was when you were on for hours and then it glitched and we were all freaking out. Then you came back and kept saying, God's plan. I was like, okay, I'm going to be a regular here. Brianna says, I'm here tonight because I'm in a strange place. I struggle with depression and haven't been able to find happiness. Well, we're going to get back right now. Chill. Wait, hold up. Let me make sure I plan it. I don't know if I did. Okay, no, I did not. I did not plan it. There is no last hour, right? Oh. Then I guess I'm gonna stay for 1 more hour. Some people already left. Well, I guess they can find me on YouTube. They will be back. Brianna? Brianna says, so I did not schedule a last stream. Usually I schedule 1 more hour, but I guess things have changed. And I guess I'm going to be hanging out in this one. So if anybody missed it, guys plan. What's up with Sister Brianna today? How long have you been depressed for? Welcoming Maria. The 3D printing. I'm actually 3D printing something right now. Welcoming Shun Li. Oh, glad you're enjoying it. I'm printing something right now. I have not checked on it. Because I got a camera on that 3D printer because you got to. You waste a lot of time by not. Well, I can check on my phone. Okay, have a good night, Sister Tatiana. Let me check the 3D printer, because if you don't check it, it can come out like noodles, and then, which it might. Okay, it's coming out. Great. Do you want, let's see, Brianna says, for many years, I work very hard and haven't been able to get myself balanced for the past few months. It seems like it's not getting any better. Do you want to do the work? Do you want to figure it out right now? If you want to figure it out right now, we can. Tell me your age and where you're from. Dala dala megi hala. Thank you. Cash moves everything around me. Cream. I have a conveyor belt printer. Brianna says she's a 45-year-old from Florida, Newport. Get the money. Do you have children? No children. Okay, and you have depression. When you say you're trying to get yourself balanced, what are you trying to balance? What are you trying to balance? Don't get the wrong idea, okay? That's not what... I spend too much time working and helping others. I don't leave time for me. Okay. Why don't you leave time for you? It seems like you know the problem, but you keep focusing on the problem, so you keep getting the problem. You know the problem. You keep focusing on it. And you keep getting it. Huh. What you're doing, your life is actually working out because you're getting what you're focusing on. But it's not what you want. You're focusing on the things you don't want. Brianna says, that's true. I'm not sure I'm saying it right. Yeah, this is the classic law of attraction. But we're not here to just throw law of attraction. Okay, that's so... golly. Why do you do that? If you know the problem, why don't you focus on the solution? In what we're doing on here, we call it love your damn self. The reason we use the word damn is because many people ain't doing it. They know to love themselves. We should, but they don't do it. God damn. And so that's why the word damn is thrown in there, because y'all ain't doing it out there. You know you should. But you ain't. I'm not sure how to... I don't think I love myself. It's like this. When you first go to the gym, you imagine you're somebody who feels weak, and you know that going to the gym and working out is good for you. So you find a solution, you start going to the gym. After a week, you go, the gym doesn't work because my muscle's still the same. When you love yourself, you need to commit for years, my sister Brianna. When you're learning to be positive, when you're learning to be optimistic, when you're learning to have faith in yourself, it's going to take you. Imagine if you're willing to commit for 3 years. Just 3. You may actually change your life forever. But after 2 or 3 months, you're like, man, let me go back to the old way. It's hard. It's just hard to love myself. I just don't believe in myself. Ew. In the beginning, because you have this thing called your programming. I don't think I love myself the way I should. Well, why don't you make a change? If you don't think then love yourself the way you should. But here's the thing. You must have a plan. When you take action, not for your highest good, you have to have a response for it. You can do it. In the beginning, I was a very negative-minded person. Why? Because I was around very negative people. So I became a naturally negative person. To reprogram my mind to be more positive, I had to wake up every day and say, thank you so much for my life. I'm grateful for today. Every day, thank you for I started thanking every damn thing possible to at least focus on positive things. Thank you for the dust on the microphone. Thank you for the trash can allowing me to take the trash out. Thank you so much for my teeth allowing me to chew food. Thank you so much for the light allowing me to see. Because the moment I stop practicing, what happens? They think you're crazy. They think you're a hippie, Tanette. What you doing? Your parents think you're a little crazy. Your mom tells you what? Why you just all about love nowadays? You just into love, huh? But you have to remember your practice. Thank you so much for my breath. Thank you so much for my life. The practice part is crucial. All these people on TikTok nowadays, all they're talking about what Jesus said, what the scripture says, but nobody's talking about what practice do we need to maintain this thing called love, happiness, and joy. But instead, we'll talk about concept of 5 love languages, but to actually make a plan and execute that plan is what I see many people not doing. And so we can know the cookbook. The master says, oh, some of y'all reading the cookbook very good, but never do the cooking. They read the Bible, but they don't practice the teachings from Jesus. They read the Buddha's text, but they don't take practical actions. And you have to pay for it. This is from love, from joy, from the heart. Ryan says, love yourself when you've been self-sabotaging is always going to be uncomfortable at first, but being uncomfortable is where growth happens. It's not that we fear we're not good enough, it's that we fear the light we have is so bright that we will have to die before dying. Your true potential is beyond measure if you stop limiting yourself. That's if I can be here like with this, you can too. Because in the past, I just was like, what the hell is they talking about? What is the Buddha, Jesus talking about? Some Sahu? Some Sara? Who's that? Let me just be completely honest with you. In the past, I didn't even know what purpose meant. I had to go look. How about this? I did not know what the word bliss meant, brothers and sisters. I'm not born here. I was not exposed to this knowledge. I did not know what the word bliss even meant. What is bliss? I had to Google bliss. Perfect happiness. Follow your bliss. So I've come a long way to speak English this clearly and confidently from not even knowing the word bliss. But the passion is coming because I already know you can do it. And imagine you can feel that you can do it too without a doubt. Sonali says, and just like the gym analogy, you also have to eat healthy, sleep right, etc. So there is continuous work with self-love and understanding. You just have to keep having faith and trying. I was very depressed in the beginning. But I'm terrible at giving up. And it's why you're still here, Sister Brianna. Because you just don't know how to give up in this thing called life. You don't know how to quit. And because you stay focused long enough, today happened. Imagine that your life can change today if you're willing to do the work of gratitude, positivity on a daily basis. And you have a community, you have Insight Timer, you have people where you can hang out. Now, not every community is going to be this focused and this, but guess what? Everybody's doing the best they got. But there are practitioners who are absolutely serious, and you should stick with them. I'm not charging you 10,000 for this reading. I'm not charging you 200 or 300 or 20. This is called love, unconditional love. Because me getting here requires other people willing to share their unconditional love. When I see the master Thich Nhat Hanh talk to Oprah Winfrey, I'm like, who is this monk? Zen Buddhism. There is no death. When the cloud disappears, the cloud doesn't die. Every little knowledge gets you farther and deeper, and your depression starts to dissolve. And from that depression dissolving, it turns into focus. And that focus, it can change into love, into joy, to awakening. But it's gonna take all you got. For me, photography helped me to get out of depression because it allowed me to feel some sense of power. I was terrible at everything else in life, but photography is one of my masteries. That's why we have mics and video. It was one, and I did automotive photography only to be like, okay, I'm looking for more emotion. Taking photos of cars is not enough. I want to take photos of people, but how? Street photography. Oh, emotion. It led me to being a wedding photographer and videographer. It led me to focusing on meditation because being present in the moment is deeply meditative for photography. Find the thing that restores your joy and faith, and creativity empowers you. Taking photos helps. Making art helps. Singing. When I'm sad in the past, I was always singing because I was serenading to my painful heart that was heartbroken. And now I sing for God. I sing for you. You are my God, my teacher. I love your Sunday apple. Thank you. So I think we should do some music now. What do you think, brothers and sisters? Some music? Unless somebody has a question, by the way. I know many people might have left the stream. But even the goal is to serve fiercely. Because if the master can operate on 2 hours of sleep, what is possible for you? I have a heavy question, but doesn't have to be a long answer. Ask your question, Brother Wes. We're here for it. This is a good time. But some water helps. Wes says, so I had a friend who confessed he was thinking about ending his life. His other friend took away his gun, and it sounds like he might have tried already in a way. I know. Welcoming brother Manuel Gama. Hola. Wes says, I didn't know what to tell him. I just hugged him and we both cried for an hour. I didn't know what to say to him. I just tried to be there for him. When somebody when somebody is going through a dark place and you and God bless you to be in their life at that time, you did your part. You did the best that you can in that moment. Shine. Of course, we want to encourage them to call the hotline, but many people won't because they need somebody that cares, and you are the one that cares. Some people just need to hear from people that they care, that their life matters. Choose to stay. You can turn your life around. If you don't like your life, you can change. I believe in you. I already know you can do it. You heard that language in this stream before. Because when you live stream online, many people who are in a sad place come and God says, do your work. Give your all. In the beginning, we give our all, but we have fear. Give your all with faith and love and joy. Your life matters. I'm here for you. But remember, you must fill your cup first, which means if you're dealing with something that intense, make sure you meditate. Make sure you center your energy, check up on this person, give them the text hotline or call hotline, give them all the support, and make sure you tell every other loving person that you think they would trust and feel comfortable. The more people that rally together to support this person, that's authentic. Because sometimes you get people supportive it just feels like routine. You don't want people who are just doing it out of routine. You want to get the best quality people to show up for this person and make them feel supported. Because you've been blessed with this person in your life, Brother Wes. Keep supporting, but make sure you study. You give them the hotline, the text line. You study how to deal with somebody who's going through a self-deletion. You didn't want to say anything stupid. Yeah, I just hugged and him. The first person I helped, Brother Wes, was an ex-girlfriend. From a long-distance relationship, she sounded like she wanted to harm herself. Why? She went through a double abortion, and her mom disowned her, but I was somebody who she still trusts. And I hear the anger in her voice, the want to give up energy, and God told me, do your part. After an hour of telling her, happiness, you are the gatekeeper of your joy, not some man out there, not someone out there. Happiness is your choice. You can be happy. And I didn't stop, and eventually some magic happens, and I heard her energy calmed down. It grounded. And she's happy. But in that moment, my energy was so high because I didn't know. It was weird. When you're willing to give your life up to service, God takes over. Your ancestors take over. Because I was just speaking from my heart. This thing was, I was willing to. But in your case, you did that by hugging him because that's all that you knew. And what you did is more than enough. You gave your all because all you knew was the hug. And imagine, Brother Wes, imagine that your hug can heal the world. Imagine what the universe is showing you, that you have the power to heal. And we all have the power. But it came from your heart. But nowadays, you got a $20, $10,000. No wonder why people don't believe. They're trying to make money off every damn thing nowadays. So good job. We honor your work. It's not easy. No one said it would be easy. And that's why we just turn it into a business, because at least we get something back. But when you help somebody unconditionally, Brother Wes, your chakras open. Thank you, Sister Nikki. Thank you for all the recent follows on Twitch. And thank you, everybody, for being here. Love yourself. have your years, releasing the sadness and fears. Face your fears, heal your tears. Be the light, be the truth, be the truth, be your truth. Three things you can never hide: the longest, the moon, the sun, and the truth. So face all your fears while you still have your years, releasing the sadness and fear. Face your fears, heal your tears. Be the light, be the truth, be the truth, be your truth. Three things you can never hide: the longest, the moon, the sun, and the truth. So face all your fears while you still have your years, releasing the sadness and fear. Face your fears, heal your tears. Be the light, be the truth, be the truth, be your truth. Three things you can never hide: the longest, the moon, the sun, and the truth. So face all your fears while you still have your years, releasing the sadness and fear. Face your fears, heal your tears. Be the light, be the truth, be the truth, be your truth. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out today. Thank you, John West. Thank you, everybody coming here. Thank you for all the follows. The Hermit, Barry, So we're gonna bring it to a closing, and I hope you have a wonderful night on Insight Dharma. Thank you, and good night, everybody. Thank you for all. Thank you, Amanda. Crazy, really like it. Well, eventually I might stream longer, so. But right now I just need to find my balance first. 6 hours to start, and then, which means from 4 to 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, from 4 to 10. 6 hours with me. Maybe 4 hour, well, we'll see. I don't. Sometimes talking for 2 hours is a good amount, and after, I think 3 hour talking and maybe the last hour. Yeah, just go with the flow. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Judy, Amanda, Dalbert, and the YouTube. And we're gonna raid somebody here. Thank you for all the support. Thank you all the donations, the bits.